It's tax time again, the time of year when Americans grouse about forking over part of their hard-earned cash to the dear old government. These days, there's a whole movement dedicated to grumbling full-time about taxes and paying any of them. I'm talking, of course, about the right's latest incarnation, partiers, who are gearing up for another round of springtime protests. One of their complaints, heard a lot recently, is that 47% of U.S. households owe no income taxes this year. That's apparently a sign that 47%, well, they're a bunch of freeloaders. But take a closer look and you'll find that the only reason taxes are going up at all on the wealthy is that they've seen their tax rates fall and their income skyrocket over the last 3 decades. In other words, the tiny tax increase they may see this year won't even begin to balance the compensation. And at the other end, well, regressive state and local taxes, not to mention sales taxes, are actually more burdensome on the poor than the rich. Reporter David Leonard lays out some of the facts in a recent story in the New York Times. The working class and poor tend to pay more in payroll taxes, and in fact, the real thing we should be screaming about is that almost half of our population is earning so little. Covering their taxes seems to me is the least of our worries. Who's going to buy stuff? This is what a jobless recovery looks like, apparently. Poverty for most, and a tiny, super powerful elite fighting like mad to opt out of any responsibility. Does it sound like a recipe for a failed state to you? So why the rampant anger on talk radio and cable? Leonard has an answer for that. It's hard not to notice that the talk show hosts themselves tend to be among the very wealthy.